we've been talking about Jack White a lot, man. Like, feels like Joey and Lil Uzi were like, it's been quite a while since we got music from them. Jack White, dog, just pumping it out. Like he's like three albums, two in 1 year. Oh man, I love it though because Jack White is still one of the premier rock artists of our time, and we've had Boarding House Reach, we've had Fear of the Dawn, and now Entering Heaven Alive. So, so going into this, I think the first thing you notice is that this is the first album he's put out in a while without some sort of like blue on the cover, and so I was like,
Mm,
this looks a little different. And right from the get go, this is a much more toned down
yeah,
album. Did that work for you, Dave?
right. Well, you mentioned we just had Fear of the Dawn. That was literally in April. That
Yeah.
was 3.5 months ago. So he truly is cranking them out. This far into his career, more power to him. And he honestly said this. He talked about these two albums with these two release dates many, many months before Fear the Dawn came out, and he never moved off these
Yes.
dates. He hit both these dates right on target. Good for him. Yeah, I did enjoy this one. I thought Entering Heaven Live. I thought I don't know how to say it, almost like more traditional, like throwback style of rock he was bringing us here.
Mhm.
I don't know what genre you'd put it on, but like for a second, I got almost like a '70s vibe. I was like, that's
Oh
not
yeah,
really hit. That's not his jam. He doesn't do that. But
yeah.
that's my favorite
Just
type of rock music. So to get that from him, I was like, oh shit, no, this is more interesting to me. Like I think the first song was A Trip from You to Me.
mhm.
You have really noticeable keys, but the guitar on that is just like that's kind of a '70s song to me. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna like put your thumb on it, it's definitely that like Neil Young, like the softer side of Zeppelin type feel, like the
Yeah.
beginning of Stairway to Heaven or beginning of Ramble On. Like that's kind of the feel he's going for here. And I think he absolutely crushed it. And I found this to be probably the best Jack White album we've talked about in the last couple of
Yeah.
years. With the other ones, he's really like going for it. He's going for more electric. He's kind of just letting these songs just go in whatever direction his heart desires. But this is so much more focused and so much more thought out. The fact that he recorded Entering Heaven Alive with Fear of the Dawn at the same time and was planning to release them all at once initially, like I can't imagine what that album experience would have been like. Like it's so night and day. Um, I think this is a really, really strong showing from him. And, you know, you jump around and you get something different all over. Like, probably one of my favorite tracks on here was obviously I think the middle I've Got You Surrounded with My Love.
Mm.
That's like the bridge between Fear of the Dawn and this album. Those I think that could have been on the last one. But then like just a few tracks later, A Tree on Fire from Within, he doesn't sing until like the last half of it, and it's
Mm.
just this like
Mhm.
really beautiful buildup in terms of like this piano turning, then the drums kind of come like chiming in, and then the guitar kind of just starts really like pushing it forward. Then he starts singing, and it's like really great. I thought that was really awesome. And there's like some clear, I would say Neil Young feel to this, but also at times like Vampire Weekend, like especially the way the piano sounds at times, like almost a little bit like early
Mm.
Vampire Weekend type feel. Just really, really impressed with this. I didn't expect him to go in this direction because we haven't gotten a lot of acoustic Jack White recently. This is more of like early Jack White when he was doing so many different projects and really just more of that like Nashville boy. And this, what we've gotten recently has just been so electric and so like elevated in terms
Yeah.
of like production.
Modern.
It's yeah, so toned down, but it's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, on the third track, "Help Me Along,"
Mhm.
there's some tambourines going there. It's like, oh wow, yeah, so that's a far cry from Boarding House Reach.
Yeah,
Full stop.
yeah, and on that I mean, the last track alone is like maybe the folksiest song he's ever made, "Taking Me Back Gently," but it's like a pure folk song, but it's like not music I would typically listen to, but in context of the album, just feels so genuine and so
Mhm.
interesting to think about, like why he wanted to go full acoustic, like swing jazz band, like pretty fun stuff. So, another highlight for me was A Madman from Manhattan. really just
Yeah.
loved the like storytelling in that, and it feels almost kind of like I can't remember what the name of that band is, but like Sex and Candy, Marcy's Playground, like almost like Marcy's Playground type feel to it in a sense, like that early '90s band. So really, just a pleasure to listen to this album. Any other tracks you wanted to shout out?
No, you got it there.
Yeah.
With Madman from Manhattan, I like that one. Yeah, I agree. This is, I think, the best thing we've talked about of his three solo albums we've gotten here. So, um, I'm curious what Jack White fans, like hardcore Jack White fans, think of this one because this is not the hardest he's ever been, you know. So
Mhm.
I wonder if that factors in. But I personally liked it quite a bit.